What is good, y'all? It is your girl, Queen B. Now, check this out, y'all. This is Martin Benjamin, right? He is one of the January 6s that was just recently pardoned by Trump. Now, check this out. He is now having to turn himself after being pardoned by Trump due to firearm violation, y'all. So, DC decided to breach the trial. Ain't that something? So, it already shows you just how corrupted the system is. So, you mean to tell me he was pardoned by Trump and now having to turn himself in again because they decided to breach the trial and say violation of firearms. So it's sad, y'all. We really have to pray for these people because, again, it's corrupted and they're going to do whatever they can to, turn their back against Trump like they've been doing, you know what I'm saying? Or still try to say that they have the higher power and they can do whatever they want to do because they've been getting away and doing it for so many years. We really have to keep them up in prayers, y'all, because they are doing things like this. So with that being said, y'all, we're going to dive into the video and then we're going to chop it up towards the end. This is ridiculous. Listen to his testimony. Let's go.
And when in the warrant to my wife's safe, they actually saw that it was related to January 6th. So the warrant specifically relates it to January 6th. That's why they were in the safe. And when they got in the safe, they found guns in the safe. Now the safe is not mine. I've never had the code to the safe. I don't know the code to the safe. The safe is my fiance's safe. The guns in the safe are my father-in-law's and my fiance's guns. They're not my guns. I never possessed the guns. You think about possession, right? You think about criminals walking on the street with guns in their body. But in this situation, that wasn't the case. We had these people raid our home. I want to call them trespassers. I want to say criminals. They came into our home.
As you should.
They raided our home. They ransacked our home. And they went into my wife's locked safe. And they took her possessions. And this corrupt DOJ, this is the building, guys. This is where it is. This is the small group of reporters here, not very many today. This corrupt group of people inside here are forcing me to do something that I shouldn't have to do because I'm an innocent man. I did nothing wrong. The guns weren't mine. I didn't possess the guns. The raid was directly related to January 6th. They're trying to just completely sweep that over. They don't want to do the right thing. They don't want to obey the order by Donald Trump. And so today, for that reason, I'm here to turn.
And that is so freaking crazy, y'all, because if you know all the victims have their houses have been raided, they have I cannot wait for the smoke to clear because y'all know there are going to be so many lawsuits out so many more interviews. Trump is definitely going to get to the bottom of this because at this point, it's ridiculous. These people have lost time. They've lost time with their loved ones. They've lost their jobs. They've lost a lot of things behind, and they still have to be able to get out in the world and, reunite with the family. Not only that, just keep their head above water. They're all probably going to need therapy and things like that, especially if they've never been in trouble and they actually went out there peacefully protesting that day. That's the crazy part. A lot of them are going to need therapy. A lot of them are elderly people and things like that. You got to be a crude individual to sit here just to show that you have that much power, that you are doing these to these innocent people. Meanwhile, we have illegal immigrants going around, y'all know, and taking people's lives and just doing whatever and then screaming out and lashing out saying, thank you, Biden, thank you, such and such for all of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous at this point. What are you guys actually doing? Go get the real criminals. That's the thing. Go get the real criminals.
Myself in. I hope everyone thinks I look really good today. I wore the
You
Trump
do.
2020 shirt for a reason. This Trump 2020 shirt represents where it started, guys, for us. When we went out and we spoke out for Donald Trump on January 6th, when we went out there and we let people know that we knew that election was stolen. It's been proven over and over again that Donald Trump won the 2020 election, that the last 4 years have been completely full of erroneous bullshit and attacks on Donald Trump that it should never have happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to take our country back, and it started when we elected Donald Trump, but it's not done because we still have corrupt federal judges that don't want to take part in doing the right thing. So ladies and gentlemen, I get to take myself inside right now. I want to let you know, thank you for all of your prayers. I'm here. I'm going to turn myself in. I need everyone to keep fighting for me. Know that I
We
love
will
you.
keep
God be
fighting for
with
you,
you.
Martin.
And you'll see me soon.
We
I'm
sure
feeling really
will.
good. I got a lot of people fighting for me. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to continue to fight for me. And I know I won't be here very long. There's a lot of behind the scene activities that are going on right now. As a matter of fact, there's been meetings in Washington, D.C. as of this morning with J.D. Vance. I've had several attorneys at the Justice Department all morning. My pardon has been elevated to the highest levels. I was instructed today when I turned myself in to present this letter from my attorney as well as the pardon. And the pardon, I'm really hoping that the federal marshals do the right thing as was ordered by Donald Trump to the entire DOJ, and they're under the DOJ, and they follow the rules and they immediately release me. And that is the request that my attorney and I have made. And just because a corrupt judge doesn't have the fortitude to do the right thing doesn't mean that I need to go to prison. This lady really screwed up, and I think it's gonna come back around.
And it
Hi, I'm
needs
Monty
to.
Torres with Fox 26 News
It really
on YouTube.
does.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley.
Y'all, so that's wow, right? That's wow. This man has been pardoned and now has to turn himself in due to firearm violations. They can just really do some crap like that. You know what I'm saying? So like he stated, it looks to me that we just need to clean the entire justice system up. Like for real, because it's a lot of corruption going on throughout those court buildings and things like that. Like it's not fair trials. You can hear some of the other January 6th interviews. They were saying they don't believe. Well, they did not. Let me say that get a fair trial. Some of them are still not even convicted and had just been sitting waiting for a trial, which would have never happened, y'all. Because if Trump wouldn't have never took office, if we wouldn't have got him in there, they would be sitting for the remainder of the years that they were facing. Some been in there an entire 4 years, y'all, and still have not got their voices heard. That's why it's very important that I put this type of content out for the people who are having these meltdowns, or even the people that are on the journey like I am, but that want to know what's really going on, or the people who knew what's going on and actually are being able to confirm their truth. You get what I'm saying? These are coming out of I'm going to say victims' mouths, as we going to say that, victims' mouths, because we never really got to hear their side. They've been silenced for so many months, so many days, so many years. They've been silenced. And now they're able, due to Trump's pardon, to get out and speak their half, their truth, not what the media was feeding everybody. These are coming from the real people who were actually out there peacefully protesting, telling you what they saw, what happened. Y'all, that's why it's important to get their side of the stories out and get their voices heard. Because you still have a lot more in there sitting and waiting to be freed. Although the pardon has happened, to my understanding, they're still holding some of these people in there. And that's crazy. That's really crazy to me. Can we make any of this make sense? No, we can't. All I can continue to do is keep on getting these people's voices out here so that they can be heard, so that the truth can prevail. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's happening. And the thing is, Trump pardoned them. Now we about to get the truth. This is the thing. They're about to be exposed, y'all. They're being exposed. But it's unraveling. Little by little, it's unraveling. When more and more of them get out and they tell their story, y'all can hear they all saying the same thing. Some of them even chose to say, hey, I'm guilty, just to lessen the time. Because you got to think, some of them didn't even think they were going to be able to get out. Some of them never been in that situation. So ask yourself, if that was you, what would you do? What would you really do? Never being in trouble, going out to go peacefully protest, and then chaos breaks out. People, FBI's coming to your door, raiding you down, saying this, saying that. First of all, I know you'd be in shock because it ain't never happened to you. Who are these people? Like coming at my door? Who are these people raiding my home? Like this has never happened to me. The first state of mind is shock. Like for real, it's really happening to me. You know what I'm saying? Then they hit you with all this lingo that you don't understand. Because I'm going to tell you now, some of the stuff that they talk about, You don't understand the wording and all that. So you just sitting here like, wait, what? I did what? I did da. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So I am happy to be able to push their side of the story out, because we've been waiting for this for so long. This day too shall pass. He will be released. They will do the right thing. If they will want to do the right thing if they know what's coming for them. Because when I tell you Trump is on a roll and he's cleaning house, y'all, this man is cleaning house. Okay? So let's keep all of them in prayers, y'all, praying that they do the right thing and release these people and get the real criminals that need to be up in there. Get the real criminals. That's what y'all do. Get the real ones.